Have you ever felt that quiet ache inside you? That whisper that says, there's something more to life than this. You go through your days doing what you're supposed to do, studying, working, performing, but deep down there's this unshakable feeling that you've lost something. You can't name it, but you feel it. That subtle emptiness behind your achievements, that restlessness in your comfort. You tell yourself it's normal, that everyone feels this way. But what if that feeling isn't a flaw in you? What if it's a calling? Your soul trying to remind you of the dream you once buried under realistic choices. That's what The Alchemist is really about. Not gold, not fortune, but the quiet, dangerous, beautiful journey of finding yourself. The story begins with Santiago, a young shepherd who dreams, literally dreams, of a treasure hidden beneath the Egyptian pyramids. But his dream isn't just about wealth, it's about meaning. It's the kind of dream you and I have when we're young, vivid, impossible, bursting with light, before the world teaches us to shrink. Santiago's parents wanted him to be a priest, respectable, safe, but he chose something different. He wanted to see the world. He wanted to follow that pulse inside him that whispered, go. So he becomes a shepherd, traveling the hills of Spain, following the wind. He believes he's free. Until one night, the same dream comes again, a child showing him the treasure buried near the pyramids, and that's when his real journey begins. He sells everything. He trusts a stranger. He crosses the sea to Africa, and immediately, he's robbed. Everything he owns, gone. This is where most people stop, when the first failure hits, when life says, maybe this dream isn't for you. But The Alchemist teaches something uncomfortable. Every dream demands a price, and the first payment is usually pain. That moment of loss, that's life asking you, how much do you really want this? Santiago could have gone home. He could have said, it wasn't meant to be, but he doesn't. He starts over. He cleans crystal glasses for a man who's forgotten what dreams feel like. And that man, the crystal merchant, becomes the embodiment of what happens when you trade passion for safety. The merchant dreams of going to Mecca but never does. Why? Because if he fulfills his dream, what will he have left? He prefers to dream than to live the dream. It's the same choice many of us make. We say we want change, a new career, a new chapter, a purpose. But deep down, we fear that success will demand too much of us, that we'll have to sacrifice who we are now to become someone else. And that's the truth most people can't bear. Pursuing your dream means letting your old self die. When Santiago finally leaves the crystal shop, he isn't the same person. He's learned that dreams aren't destinations, they're transformations. He joins a caravan crossing the desert, an endless ocean of sand. And there he meets an Englishman searching for the philosopher's stone. The man believes that truth can be found in books, in formulas, in systems. But Santiago starts to sense something deeper, that the real language of the world isn't written, it's felt. It's the same language spoken by intuition, the same one that guides you when logic fails, the same one that whispers, trust this path, even if it makes no sense. That language is what The Alchemist calls the soul of the world, the invisible thread that connects everything. People, nature, fate. And when you align yourself with that, when your dream harmonizes with that current, the universe doesn't block you, it begins to move with you. At the oasis, Santiago meets Fatima, a love so pure it doesn't possess, it frees. And this is where most stories would end. Boy meets girl, finds peace, settles down. But The Alchemist turns the knife again. Fatima doesn't say, stay. She says, go. Because real love doesn't chain you to comfort. It calls you to become who you were meant to be. This is one of the hardest truths in life. Sometimes the people who love you most must watch you walk away. And sometimes you must risk losing them to find yourself. Love, fear, and destiny all demand the same thing, faith. Santiago's journey becomes more dangerous. He's tested again and again, captured by tribesmen, forced to prove his faith by turning himself into the wind. It sounds impossible, but that's the point. To achieve something extraordinary, you must first believe you can do what seems impossible. Santiago doesn't know how to become the wind. He simply decides that he will. He listens to the desert, to the sun, to the silence, until he realizes that everything he seeks already lives within him. And in that realization, he becomes one with the soul of the world. He becomes the wind. That's what true alchemy is. Not turning lead into gold, but turning fear into power, doubt into faith, ordinary life into divine purpose. At last, Santiago reaches the pyramids. He falls to his knees, digs through the sand with trembling hands, and finds nothing. Then, thieves appear. They beat him, mock him, and took everything. And just as before, it's in that moment of total loss that revelation strikes. The leader of the thieves laughs and says, "I had a dream once too, of treasure buried in a ruined church in Spain, but I'm not stupid enough to chase dreams." Santiago freezes, because that's where it all began. His treasure wasn't in Egypt. It was buried under the very tree where he first dreamed. The journey that led him across continents, through love, fear, and loss, was never about finding gold. It was about finding the eyes to see that the treasure was always within reach. We all start where Santiago started, with a dream that feels distant, shimmering just over the horizon, and we all get lost, thinking the answers are out there, in another job, another country, another person, another version of ourselves. But life is the greatest teacher of irony. You'll never truly see the treasure until you become the kind of person who can hold it. That's why the journey matters. Every heartbreak, every failure, every detour isn't a punishment. It's the universe sculpting you into the vessel capable of carrying your own light. In the end, Santiago returns home. He digs beneath the tree and finds the treasure chest filled with gold and jewels. But that's not what makes him rich. He's rich because he knows. He knows that his heart is the compass, his faith is the map, and his dream is the language through which the universe speaks. The real treasure of the alchemist and of life isn't found in the destination. It's found in the transformation. So, if you're still searching, if you feel lost or late or afraid that you've missed your chance, remember this. Maybe your treasure isn't in the future you're chasing. Maybe it's buried right where you stand. And maybe, just maybe, you had to travel the entire world just to learn how to dig. Wherever your heart is, there you will find your treasure. Paulo Coelho.